Man of the world, what's good? Hello, welcome, cheers. How was your week? Good? Good. Mine finally had a shitty one, but not really. Let me explain after this sip. Cheers to a better week next one. Well, it can't get any better than the week that I just had, but cheers anyways to even better. You guys are catching me on a good night. I just came from a show. It's like almost 12 o'clock at midnight right now. But yeah, murdered it, of course. SLS on Wednesdays. Great room in Brickell. Nice little eyes wide shut party vibe. Bunch of sexy ass people on couches and sitting on each other's laps and shit. Love it. Go check it out. Anyways, I feel good. This is the first show I do actually after a show, so I'm actually very fucking excited. But welcome. Had a shitty week because I got fired. But let me tell you, it might have been the best day of the year so far. All right, so I'll get into why I got fired in a minute, but the way that I bounced back, let me first off tell you about the tenure of this job that I had. First off, it's if you don't know what I do like sales. I'm not a scammer, but I'll call it legal finessing, okay, when it has to do with something that we all need as far as insurance, okay? I don't sell nothing. I don't scam. It's something, but it's not the best thing to get at the prices that we sell them for astronomical amount of money. I say that to say this. It's not a real job per se. It's a job where you get and you eat what you kill because it's all commission. This isn't an hourly wage thing. This isn't a punching a clock type of thing. This is you are as good as your last deal. And me, my friend, am a fucking assassin. If this shit was the Serengeti, I'd be motherfucking like that dude in that movie with the lions, Michael Douglas and Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer won. Michael Douglas died, so that's a bad example. But I'm a fucking killer, boy. I get the big ones, the big lion, bomb, bomb. And that's how your boy keeps all this afloat and able to do other things on the side. Obviously, I make money other ways. I can't get into it. But those other ways keep me even more above the cubicle mentality that is even that job tries to pretend to be. Because different offices are different. Like they have different owners, and some are more anal than the others. Some of them really think this shit is like a corporation, like Walgreens. We're not. Hey, newsflash, buddy. We are scammers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. And that's one thing, but whatever. I'm not the type to like cause a mutiny, so I just keep it to myself because I have my other business, and that makes that's kept me out of the workforce for about 5 years comfortably. Enough money to pay my bills, have a little fun, take a little trip here and there, and yeah, when you're financially free and nobody's able to control you based off of a check, it's hard for you to ever go back to that type of mentality. But you don't want to cause strife because if you have a company, you would want those same type of workers believing the hype for your company. Get that. So I stay quiet, but they have always known they can't really fucking flex on me as far as the boss. I'm my own boss, especially in that field. I work for myself at so-and-so's office. That's how it is. Anyways, that's how I started the tenure. But the thing is, you see how I talk like this? I can because I'm a star fucking agent. These motherfuckers, they hired and paid sign-on bonuses for people, for hitters, deal assassins, to even walk in the door when this company first started because they started a new one. So they were looking for people. I'm talking about they paid these motherfuckers like $1,500, 2 stacks. You know how much I got? You know how much your boy got? Zero. Wasn't really in a position to negotiate a sign-on bonus. Should have, in hindsight. But it still ended up good because I smoked all of them. All of them. The hitters that they brought in, and some of them are my boys. Shout out to them. But they know. I was top of the board. I'm talking about number one. I'm not talking about number two. I'm talking about number one. Week after week after week after week, everyone will tell you. Even their boy that they brought in, I was still blew him out the water. So once I found out that they paid these other people who I've smoked on the boards just to walk in, I had to say something, right? Because I'm not a bitch, right? Poppy's no bitch. Poppy's just about money. Poppy wants fairness. So I asked them, and in their defense, when it comes to this situation, they did. They made it right. They gave me a little chain, whatever. They gave me a few bucks on top of that, a few bills on top of that. They made it right when I asked about it. So that's how the shit started. But then they start with this hiring more people, and then it starts becoming more of a revolving door type of thing. And then they started getting or wanting to get more corporate, which I get it. Like I mentioned before, I got caught up, and here's the thing: you got to take responsibility and accountability. I got caught up playing a little dirty because it's a dirty game either way. In this game, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys, we might go to hell for this. Everyone in this business, we might go to hell. Some rooms will be hotter than the others, mind you, but we're definitely selling a little piece of our soul every fat check that we receive every week from this shit. Mind you, it's on the fence, but definitely hell. We're definitely on line for hell. Okay? So I say that to say this. I play dirty sometimes. It's a dirty game either way. I play dirty. I want to get the most deals. I want to make the most money. I want to do it right. I play dirty right. It's like the way I drive. I drive reckless, right? But I drive safe reckless. If you're a safe reckless driver, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Defensive. Make sure that it's good for you and the other drivers around you, but you need to get to where the fuck you're going as soon as possible, as efficiently as possible, and as lucratively as possible. And that's what I do, baby. It's a fucking battleground. You got to take no prisoners in that commission game of sales agent. It's almost like Wolf of Wall Street. If any of you see my stories, you see that there's wild shit happening. Fucking girls getting paid $1,000 to shave their whole head off. Like, not their whole head. That'd be fucking nuts. But their whole hair off. You know what I'm saying? All these, it's recovery based. It's a bunch of recovering addicts who act like they're still on fucking major drugs. But they're not. They're just high off of making money. I guess. That's like their new addiction. But yeah, man. Anyways, got caught for playing a little dirty. I promised I'd never do it again. Fine. As time went on, fast forward 5 months later, and I'm not even going to talk about the holiday party. Jeez Louise. When they rented a boat for the fucking holiday party, guys, I got to fucking plead the fifth. Yeah, I mean, mind you, I already said that there's a bunch of recovering addicts. So all of them had drink tickets that they couldn't use. So your boy was collecting tickets like I was working fucking box office at the Heat game. Huh? You get what I'm saying? Pounding them, pounding, back to back. It was free. I guarantee I had the fucking best time on the boat that night. Some fucking idiot jumped off the boat. I guess he's trying to get a lawsuit. Some other person got caught doing blow in the bathroom. Jesus Christ. I guarantee I had the best time, except for that person who got caught in the bathroom. And she got caught by the owner's wife doing coke in the bathroom. Anyways, my tenure in this fucking place, legendary. One of the best and coolest open enrollments as far as November to January that anyone might ever fucking experience someone do. Now, mind you, I help a lot of people out, too. A lot of people, I love helping out. I train people for free. They pretty much took my whole little sauce as far as, like, getting to the sales pitch as quick as possible when you answer the phone. I'm talking about they redid the whole script based off of your boy. They might deny it, but they took a little piece, definitely. But whatever, it's all good. I like helping. But either way, I got caught with those things. That time I got caught, and I did it 2 more times. But those 2 other times that I did it were like special circumstances that I was super upfront. I wasn't trying to get away with it. I was upfront, and I thought I was doing good for the company. I'm just fucking racking them out, baby. I'm just fucking cranking them out. Here, bam, getting that line, throw that line body over there. That's for us. Bam, here, that's for us too. You know, if I'm spending too long on a lion, and you know, it's just fucking dilly dallying, waiting to die. I just gotta throw it in the fucking pile anyways too, by any means necessary. But those 2 times technically did violate the promise that I mentioned when the first time where I did it based off my own laziness and borderline greed. These other 2 times may have been upfront and like, hey guys, help me with this body, help me kill that line for me, finish it off. But still, it still was what I promised. Against what I promised, I accept responsibility. You got to do it sometimes, man. You got to accept accountability because technically, you know what, they're right. And yeah, I'm right about this not being a real fucking job. You know what I'm saying? I'm right about this being a fucking corporate, not being a corporate fucking corporation that's like, you know, that type of environment is needed. I'm right about that. For God's sakes, as soon as I left and they fired 2 more people, I heard one of the managers swung on someone else trying to pick up their check. The same guy that they made have fire me. It's peg leg guy with 1 leg. He swung on somebody. You think he got fired? They might face a lawsuit now. He's staying right there because it's a bullshit corporate bullshit. It's bullshit. But whatever, you got to accept responsibility. It's just still like, you know, a little, you know, nobody likes to get fired. And whatever. I ended up being unemployed for 15 minutes. Before I even walked in my house, I had another office calling me. That's how good of a fucking agent I am. That's how fucking star agent I am. It's annoying that they had the one-legged kid try to fire me. I mean, this is how me I am. They try to get one of the micro managers to fire me, the kid with 1 leg. I'm not trying to, you know, be funny here, but yeah, he tried to give me the boot, right? Right? He tried to tell me to get the step in, right? He tried to give me my walking papers, huh? And I tried to rebuttal and fight for my job, but I didn't have a leg to stand on, right? Oh, low-hanging fruit. Whatever. But no, I'm me, bro. I told him straight up, listen, man, I'm not a regular agent. Go get the fucking owner. You gonna fire me? Who are you? And I don't mean it like, but whatever. However I meant it, fuck it. I mean it however it is now because you're trying to fire me. Go get the fucking owner to fire me. He's a man. Bring it. And the kid tried to say, oh, you sure? He's very upset right now. I'm like, and? What is he, a dad? He's your dad, maybe, not mine. Tell him to get in here, fucking do it himself. And, you know, he did. He came in. I fought for my job because you got to fight for your job, man. You got to fight for your job as much as you can, especially when you feel you're right, because that's the thing that kind of annoys me, especially like annoys anyone. When you get, because I've gotten fired several times here and there in my life, right? But those other times I would definitely say it's for real reasons, like great real reasons. Like I worked for a boat, for God's sakes, and part of my job was to rescue people if they fell off. I don't know how to swim. It was only a matter of time. I've gotten fired for real reasons, like for good reasons. This reason I felt like, oh, fuck, come on. Star agent, now you guys get a fucking 1,000,001 people. Every time I turn around, it was like new people. Now you want to act like you don't fucking need me? All right, you kind of don't, but goddamn, why act so cool? Act like we're fucking bros and shit, right? But, whatevs. Came through, you got to fight for your job, bro. You got to take accountability and fight for your job. And that's it. Just said what I had to say. He said what he had to say. And I wrote out. Wrote out amicably, right? I guess. Amicably. And that's it. And then before I even walked in the door, 15 minutes later, driving to my house, another office called me and fucking, I was in another place the next day. And now I work with my boy, who started his own little company there, which I fucking love. But it's funny, man. I fucking ended up doing, because you know me, I'm a clown. I got to make a fucking joke about everything. Because at the end of the day, who gives a shit? I still do my other thing. I still got, a little savings. Got a good support system. I have like 4 different ways of making money. It doesn't matter. This is a nice chunk of change, but look at it. I can go to fucking any office. But that same day, I ended up. It was a Friday, and we had tickets to go see Pete Correale. Who, if you don't know Pete Correale, is one of the funniest comedians alive. Just one of the coolest personalities and just great writers. And he has a podcast as well that I'm a big fan of with Sebastian Maniscalco. He was in town in Fort Lauderdale this Friday. We had tickets already. And I didn't care what was happening. I had a bag of mushrooms that was going to get ate for that show that night. And luckily, I already got a new job. I already had the job set up for the next day. So I just said, hey, we're going to this fucking show. Step 1, let's record this shit. And I'm going to fucking play it for you. I'm actually going to edit this in. So I did stories where step 1, get fired for being too awesome. Step 2, pop magic shrooms with an incredibly hot chick and just see what happens. Check. Step 3, go to my favorite comedian's show in town. Check. Step 4, almost die laughing. Check. Step 5, almost get a pic with Pete Correale himself. Check. Step 6, redo step 5, got the pic. Check. Step 7, eat an exquisite meal. Check. Step something. Forget what step you're on because the mushrooms are peaking. Check. And step 8, I even skipped the whole step 8. Step 9, continue this main character energy that took me around the world twice. No kids, bills paid, beautiful woman at my side at all times, out of prison and drug free, except for tonight. I do this recreationally at least, not an addict. And step 10, tune in for step 10. Hashtag good night. Step 10 ended up being do a story from your new job the next day. Step 10, didn't fucking miss a beat. And let me tell you something about that Pete Correale show. First off, that was the best. This is the best fire day story I've ever had in my life. This was one of the first. I wasn't going to feel bad anyways because I already had a job set up. Yeah, I would have made a little more money. They should have kept me the last 2 days, the pricks, but, of open enrollment. They could have done that. But whatever. I still made some good money. And let me tell you something about that show, man. Pete Correale is a mastermind, a grandioso freaking master of his craft. I mean, just so funny. Just so funny. We ended up, really, really, really enjoying the show. And then the dude does a meet and greet at the end for free. He doesn't even charge. I thought he was like selling shirts, shirts, and then, hey, you guys enjoyed the show. Glad, thanks for coming. Cheese. All right, yes. The guy just goes out of his way to be a regular dude. He wasn't selling any shirts. He didn't charge for the meet and greet. He actually went outside to the lobby with us to take pictures. You know how normally you just stay on the stage and then the single file, go ahead. Say cheese, keep it moving. Here we go. I'll do it for you. No assistant, no nothing. Just, hey, guys, what's up? And a bunch of elderly people I didn't know how many elderly people love Pete Correale, boy. What a stand-up dude. So I ended up getting a almost picture with him, and then we went back to the line, and then we got the real picture with him. I said, what's up? Just a regular dude, man. It's so funny because I listen to his cast a lot, and I feel like I know him so well. But I'd never like going up to someone that doesn't know that I even ever existed, and then me asking them about specific details in their life that they might have even forgotten about that they even said on a podcast 2 years ago. Because I've been listening to them for since 2017? What's that, 5 years? 6 years? Holy shit. just listening to them. So I don't know what to say. Yet I could talk about so many things and so many stories that he said. But what am I gonna do? I already heard him on the podcast. But the guy's so nice. And then my girl, she tells him that I'm a stand-up, which I told her specifically not to tell him that. But she's like, yeah, just stand up and fucking. I know you because of him. He plays your show all the time. And he's like, oh yeah, you pretended to care. You know, I'm sure he cares because he's a real comedian. He's a real comedian, true comedian. Yeah, man, cool, man. But like he was like he was so nice, bro. That he was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, well, I don't want to tell you about the local barge or open mics that I'm doing around here. Some dive bar who gives a shit. But yeah, you know, you're a big inspiration, and thank you for all the laughs. That's all I said. He's like, yeah, well, no problem, man. Hit me up if you ever need help. Now, here's the thing. Here's how much I listen to his show. That I know he's not just saying that like he was kind of said that in the opening as a way of me going, all right, cool, yeah, let me get your number. But I first off, I'm not just going to hit up Pete Correale. I know he doesn't think he's famous or he doesn't understand the magnitude of the level of fame and greatness, maybe because he's so humble, his humility or whatever. But I'm not going to get Pete Correale's number just to have it and then not use it. Because what am I going to say? Hey, Pete, I'm in town. Do you mind if I open for you? No, I'm not going to do that. And I wouldn't do that to him because he might have been really saucy and didn't mean that. He most likely didn't. But he did at the moment, which is all that counts and all that matters to me. I love him for it to death. But yeah, I let it ride. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I hit you up on Instagram then. Yeah. That way I give him the complete freedom, which he probably not even, I don't even think he does Instagram too much, but yeah. I mean, I'll run into, I just wanted to enjoy the show. That's it. I'm glad he knows I'm a stand-up. That's cool. I'm sure I'll see him around eventually, especially if he does a show. I'll just come out to the theater, watch him. He's great, man. But that was the best fire day I've ever had. I should have offered him some fucking shrooms. That's what I should have did. What a dick. But they had like a security and all this, which the security were older than the guests. This is Fort Lauderdale, by the way. The security literally looked like geriatric patrol. God bless their hearts. But if anything were to really happen, none of them, I mean, come on. I mean, they're just ushers because it's like Fort Lauderdale, not much is going to happen there, right? I guess. Beautiful venue. I saw Jim Norton there years ago with my mom's, which is a weird show to take my mom to, but he's so vulgar. But yeah, man, this was great, man. That was a great Friday. Nothing. And then I was back at work the next day. Like, I didn't miss a beat. Greatest, I'm going to edit the thing in greatest day of the year so far. So much. Nobody could tell me nothing about that tenure I had there, but I run at that office, one for the books. I made them so much money, and I made myself money too, you know. I did, in this business is open enrollment. So if you don't know, I guess health insurance, I guess I gave it up. But open enrollment is from November 1st to January 15th. And in that time, we fucking have a party when it comes to work. Long hours, just sign up as many people as possible, make as much money as possible. I'm talking some good money here. I'm not talking about a little chump change, no $700 a week. I'm talking about $700 every fucking 2 hours, maybe. Yeah, so like that. Last year, it definitely was a little better. This year, I'll give it like an 8.5. Last year definitely was like a 9.5. Definitely. But it was cool. Actually, being fired 2 days before it ends, it probably dropped it down to like a 7.8, the fucking pricks. But whatever. No love lost. Who gives a shit? There's certain people that whatever they do, they can never really affect my mood. They can never affect like, oh, you fuck, oh, I'm bitter now, I resent you. Like, no. I work, and I gotta be careful how I say this because I work with a lot of recovering addicts, and half of them are my friends. Like half of them I'm very cool with, and some of them I'm very, like, I consider friends. So I don't want to say this in a real like dick way, but I only direct this towards the real arrogant ones who think that they're better than people because they have money now. Okay, yeah. The addicts who think that they're better than people because they have money now, yeah, no. You can never affect me when it comes to like upsetting me or like think that you're better. No, come on. You sucked dick for crack one day, most likely. You stole from your parents. You did a jail bid. You did a fucking stretch. You wasted so much time and energy and experiences chasing drugs and fucking doing all this other shit, deplorable shit. You just, that's why now, like, they're a humdrum, boring life now. Now that they're recovery, which I salute you for that, for sure. But you just started living your life. And the humdrum, boring life with the wife and the kid and, you know, just going to work and staying put and managing your money and stacking up more. That's a lottery to you. That's literally, you literally won the lottery, for sure. But you never really lived life. One of them, I remember telling him, he was talking about how he came from Europe. And I love this because he was one of the higher ups. But this is when I thought he was, you know, which he's cool, fine, it doesn't matter. But here's the thing. He said that, oh, yeah, I just came back from Europe. And I was like, oh, yeah, where? He's like, oh, Paris. I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, man, I love Paris. Paris is my favorite city. We have that in common. That's your favorite city too, cool. And he was like surprised, like, oh, you been there? I'm like, what, Europe? Yeah, twice. The fuck? Been there a long time. 10 years ago I've been there. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well, where else you been? And I told him everywhere I've been over there. I've been to fucking Prague, Switzerland, Germany twice, Paris, fucking, bro, Austria. I just travel, baby. Did this 10 years ago. I'm on my second passport. And I wasn't trying to flex on him, but I could tell in his a little smirk was like, oh, okay. Wow, I'm a millionaire and this guy did more than me already. Like, as far, yeah, I've done way more than that. I promise you. Because I didn't waste time with those. Thank God, I could have easily been an addict, let me tell you. I have alcoholism in my blood because of my family, so I do struggle with that as far as controlling it. But for the most part, it's a phase here and there, and I'll do it socially when it's like a cool yacht party or some shit. Like, all right, here we go. Now here we go. Belligerent drunk Uncle Dean coming. Oh, everyone watch out. I'm going to annoy the shit out of you while fucking lightly spitting on your face and your ear while I'm talking to you, telling you a story about who knows what the fuck. About the time I used to bartend out on a fucking sightseeing boat. Yeah, great. Get away from me, Dean. I want to get away from me. I know how belligerent I get, but that Dean is still cool. That Dean still fucking has a great time, let me tell you. But that's only sometimes. That's like the Hulk version of Dean, right? But like the good, fun, annoying Hulk, depending on who you ask, right? But I didn't waste my time, thank God. I've just always been a recreational drug user, and I never cared about doing the hard stuff. What am I doing? Heroin? I hate needles. I do fucking Special K. Why? No. Let me some blow here and there. And let me get some Molly. So my point is, these type of people who just started living their life and who have money now, you know, you ever heard the expression, some people are so poor, all they have is money? I always think that when people like that hate on me, like when rich people hate on me or like think that or want to be better than me because they have money, it's like, no, I've lived like a millionaire already when it comes to a bunch of shit. What are you talking about? Are we talking about brands? I've had 5 Benzes. Who gives a shit? 5 Benzes, a Jag, a fucking, like, who cares? None of that shit means anything. All that, I've had the most beautiful women while I had fucking $4 in my pocket in the club. At 19, I started young. Like, certain people really could never stress me out, could never upset me, and can never and should never be super prickly, arrogant towards me because I'm being cool with you. I'm being super cool with you. Oh, you want to be arguing? Well, hold on. Here, look at this. Look at this mirror real quick. There you go. You see that? That's you. Okay, now let's compare. What, you want to compare bank accounts? Yeah, we'll do that in a minute, but let's compare lives first, okay? All right, so here's you. Here's what you did. Now look at me. Ta-da! Exhibit A. My life's been awesome. Rarely any hiccups. I've had hiccups like we all had, but thank God I never fucking stole nothing from my loved ones. Or they all have a story. They all have like these type of fucking deplorable stories. So, anyways, I only direct that to the ones who are arrogant towards me because I have no choice now. I mean, come on, don't do that. But some of my friends are, they in AA, I guess, or NA, they consider people like me who never had like an addiction normal people. You can never be. I'm not trying to be better or trying to say I'm better, but yeah, normal people are better in that aspect. Now, when it comes to self-control, now what? Now you have self-control. You don't do anything. You don't fucking do drugs. You drink a wine. I mean, come on. Do you know that there's a place called Napa Valley with the finest wineries and the berries, and you see them there, and they fucking have a big ass mansion in the middle of their vineyard, overlooking some canyon named Conejo Canyon Valley. Conejo Valley. It is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. The moon comes up on the mountain. You start having these weird allergies that you never had, but like you start thinking, man, I should get married here one day. Like, and you're thinking that all while sipping each wine that they make right there at the fucking place that you're looking at the moon at. You can't even take a sip then? Come on, we're not the same. We're not the same. I'm normal. We're not the same. Don't try to stun on me. Why? Come on. Congrats, but I'm me, baby. Bitch, I'm me. Who you? You're not me. Who you? And I don't fair, and I don't care. I'm still a motherfucking thousandaire. Remember that Lil Wayne song? Lil Wayne was this shit, dude. Anyways, I hate saying that because I have some good friends, who are really recovering addicts, and I'm proud of them. And I learned a lot. Like I mentioned before on the show, I learned a lot about it. Like as far as the higher power, and then me discovering the comedy is my higher power. It's not just some fucking dream I'm chasing. No, it actually started with me running away from a nightmare of a life. Wow, that's deep, huh? Me running away from a nightmare of a life, I ended up stumbling upon a dream. Oh, your boy's philosophic. Spicrates, huh? Instead of Socrates? Well, you got it. You get it. You know what type of fucking influence you gotta have to get people to follow? Like even y'all watching now or listening now, I fucking love you guys. You're listening to me for free. Nobody's making money in this exchange. We're exchanging ideas, exchanging thoughts. We're thinking with each other. I'm not teaching you. I'm maybe sparking an idea, or maybe you even agree with some of the things and think the same way and have insight, which I always encourage you guys to comment or let me know, which some of you do. Thank you for watching. But you think these guys could get anybody to follow them for free? They don't got the sauce like that. They don't got the influence like that. They don't got the magic like that, baby. They couldn't get people to follow them for free if they paid them. Which, fuck, that doesn't make sense. Well, you know what I mean. They don't got. This is a power you can't buy, baby. You can never act like you're better than me. What, your one claim to fame is going to be that you fired me. That's going to be fucking hilarious. But you got to take accountability. But this is how everyone feels when they, get the boot. But this was just one of the best boot experiences I've ever had in my life. And I always put it into perspective about why. You always start like, oh, well, what could you have done better, blah, blah, all right. But then who's telling you to do better? Oh, people who are not even fucking really all that themselves. Mm. Keep making your money. Full speed ahead with the plans because you already know the plans is still full speed ahead. I can't even really talk about how or why or when exactly it's going to happen, but it's happening very soon. And I'm going to be fucking fine. And you know where people who maybe covertly didn't fuck with me are going to be? In the same place they were when I leave. They're going to be in the same exact place next year, in the same exact place after that. Maybe a little richer. A little balder, definitely. And I'm going to be in La La Land, baby. Even more so than I've already made wherever I'm at in. La La Land. Can't respect those who don't respect you, bro. That's it. Take accountability, but take it for what it is too. We don't gotta show respect to nobody who don't respect you. That's it. What do you gotta fear? You don't fear nothing. What do you gotta fear? What you should fear is getting stuck in that cubicle mentality. But whatever. Verbatim every time you go into a place. Hey guys, hey, what's up, everybody? Hey guys, you guys are making good money, so you don't live paycheck to paycheck. You live direct deposit to direct deposit. Oh God, same verbatim type of office space behavior, right? Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. Oh God, Lumberg, get away from me, Lumberg. Life's great, bro. Shout out to them. Shout out to me. Who gives a fuck? I'm still going to be whatever. I'm still going to be awesome, dude. I'm still going to be fucking awesome. That's it. I'm going to be in the West Coast. I'm going to be focusing on comedy more. I tried some new shit today. Fucking it hit. I just have to construct it a little better. But that's all I have to do is just actually write it because I actually wrote it on stage or formulated on stage the other day. And then I was like, wow, that'd be a good bit. So then I wrote it down. And then now I had to make it seem natural because when I came up with it, it was a natural occurrence, which I love it when those type of bits happen. Somebody was there in the crowd. I talked to them a little bit. They said some outlandish shit. And I fucking ran with it and animated it. And it was gold. It almost made me laugh and like out loud. And as I'm acting this out, and in my head as I'm acting it out, I'm thinking, wow, this is fucking amazing. So then I write that down, and now it's like the challenge is to say it now and make it natural without using a crowd because there's not the same people are going to be in the crowd. The same gay person, let's say for instance, is not going to be in the same crowd the next show. But so you have to like attach it to a story of yours to make it seem natural, and this is your bit. So that's what I did, and the premise is good. The premise is strong, and there was a few points that hit, and it fit in with some of my older jokes or newer jokes about being in a relationship, which is new insecurities come out. Like I forgot how jealous I was. I forgot how jealous I am. I'm a Leo. I was single for like 4 years. I wasn't really jealous. And I wasn't even really single. I was like unofficial girlfriend, but you never make them official. So, excuse me, you care, but you don't really care, you know? But in that state, of course, you meet the girls who really care and who are the utmost loyal to you, that's ever been loyal to you ever in life while you're not caring. While you're in this mode of not, oh, fuck, this is amazing that you're showing me this type of loyalty, but right now I'm not in the space to even give a shit. But I recognize this, so I'm going to try to give a shit, but that never works, right? You can never force yourself to give a shit if you just don't give a shit. or fully, because I gave a shit, but not as much as that was deserved. Anyways, back to the fucking bit. Wow, therapy sesh, Dr. Melfi, where you at? The bit is about remembering how jealous I am as a boyfriend. Things like that, just insecurities that you just forgot you were as a boyfriend or in a relationship. And it worked, man. It was a good time. It was a good time, and I can't wait to just keep on writing because that's the secret. That's the key. In this whole open enrollment, I really did comedy very little, but the times that I did, I didn't fucking miss a beat. I was still slaying. I was still getting slaps, loud slaps, just uproars. I love a good uproar. There comes to a point where you get enough uproars, they'll give you a fucking standing ovation. But if you have a good 2 uproars in your set, in a 10-minute set, or 2 uproars every 10 minutes, oh my God. They'll want to remember your name. They'll want to, you got them. You got it. And that's what I was doing. I barely did comedy, barely writing, just coming up with little premises just to keep new and then remember some of the old shit. And then write on stage as far as like crowd work a little bit, which I'm good at, thank God. And that's it. I still was hitting hard. You can ask anybody. So it made me not worry a little, like so much. Like, okay, so I'm not doing comedy as much, but right now because of the job, but I know I still got it. As far as like my balls are still intact and my shoulders are still loose, still no fucking bead of sweat. I don't sweat. I could even be swimming in silence for a minute, setting up the premise. You won't see a bead of sweat in the light, unless it's hot, obviously. But now look, I wrote something, and in that fucking sureness, in that skill that I developed at the time, the writing became a little easier because I'm saying it like how I say some other jokes that I've been had. So like I already have kind of like almost how my formula is and how my deliverance is and how my animation is. Thank God I'm not fucking fat so I could like animate it and like use my body with it. I am getting a little fucking tubby though, but that's my fault. That's fucking my fault. I'm the only asshole who takes fucking steroids without working out. What a dick. Yeah, have you noticed the guns? And mind you, I'm not taking steroids like the scary kind that like Alex Rodriguez takes or took or Jose Canseco or like, bodybuilding. I'm taking like regular monitored controlled testosterone with a little bit of extra, muscle juice, just to give it a little punch, just to get your boy a little solid, I have to explain that because people think I'm just doing steroids. But here's the thing, Dean, you have to work out, asshole. You can't just do the steroids and just be like, well, I'm strong as fuck now, boy. Whoa. Which it does make you strong as fuck. Like I'm solid and I'm powerful. And I'm talking about within a week, I felt like a VR, like I'm in a VR headset with my body. Like I really feel like this isn't, wow, this is me, wow. Like I really feel like that. Not even exaggerating. Strong as shit, but like with bare minimum working out. I gotta fucking step it up to at least halfway working out. So I could, because it does, like it literally gives your salt intake 4 times more likelihood to build into fatness. Like it shit like that. So it'll grow your muscles 4 times faster and stronger, but it also build up your salt intake 4 times as fast too and as much. So it goes to wherever it's not even being worked out even a little bit, which I stopped biking and shit. But yeah, no, your boy feels good, man. Your boy feels fucking good. Poppy feels so strong. I'm going out to fucking Cali, sexy, flexy. You better believe that. Do I encourage? You see how I just bring it up? I don't give a shit. I'm not like the Liver King. The Liver King, look what a fucking liar. Which shout out to the Liver King. I'm not saying. I know why he lied because he doesn't want to encourage this. I'm not encouraging it. If you need it, you need it. If you're getting older as a man, or even as a female, there's other like types of treatments for it as far as testosterone and estrogen, because our bodies naturally slow down with the testosterone, slows down with the estrogen. And what do you think that does? That makes us a little chunkier than what we used to be. You could see it in the picture from now to 10 years before. And then once you start doing your regimen, you see that you look better than you looked 10 years ago and better than you did right before you started your fucking regimen. And you're just like, what the this is amazing. So it kind of gives you like your 20s back, but like stronger. And libido wise, forget it. I mean, I don't want to, I don't like to brag, or I don't like to talk too much about sucking and fucking. I don't do that type of corny ass comedy. But I'm 18 again when it comes to the libido with this shit. All right. So I take half of what was prescribed to me, just to be on the safe side. I don't want my balls to shrink. I don't want to fucking be having road rage. I have to like keep all this up in my head. Like I have to like be conscious of this. You have to, especially me. I'm fucking Mean Dean. People know me. You know how mean I could get. But here's the thing. This is like owning a gun. In this case, two of them. But this is like owning a gun in the way that you have to be more responsible. You can't be irresponsible with this, because you can easily kind of develop roid rage if you're not careful, if you're not aware of it. You're not easily, but the fact that you're aware of it, it kind of makes you more immune to it. As far as, and it kind of made me nicer, which is the fucking crazy ironic part. It made me stronger and nicer. It's like fucking Spider-Man. It's like, with great power comes great responsibility, Uncle Ben. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's just how I feel. Nah. Dolomite, this fuck your main bitch. That's just how I feel. Be the last one not to take his roids. No way. Better than you fucking head toys. No way. Be the little boy. I wish they played songs like that in fucking Publix, right? Songs that it's cool to be in your head. Every time I just came from Publix to get a little quick bite. Oh, they're always playing some fun. If you like pina coladas. Oh, great. Now I got that song stuck in my head all day. Wonderful. And getting caught in a rain. Yes, I like pinas colada. Because swear he says pinas colada. This fucking guy is slick. He thinks he's slick. It's raining, man. Fucking like, yo, bro. That's why I hate going to Publix without my headphones. I don't know if y'all do this too. I always try to put on my headphones when I'm in fucking Publix. I hate listening to supermarket aisle music. I hate it. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow, boy. Oh, well, that one's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Absolutely soaking wet. It's raining, man. Oh. Anyways, the Casamigos is hitting. I really hope. This month has so far been awesome. This year has so far been awesome. I know and feel it's going to get better. I'm going to be out of this city, which I feel like high school goggles, like right before you graduate, you kind of like, oh man, I'll probably never see you people again. And some of you, I can't wait to miss you, honestly, but I still am going to miss you kind of, now that now that it's real, it's like, nostalgia, right? Even the haters, man. Even the fucking haters, which I do have haters, bro. Which is still, I get it. But here's the thing. I only have haters now, mainly, especially the ones that I'm really surprised about are people who I thought, we could or were cordial or at least friends. Some of them I would even consider friends. But they turn into haters, and they know I had haters, and there was no reason to hate on me. But whatever, I'm not mad. I'm just like fuck. But here's the thing: when I had something to offer, they stuck by me, right? Nobody sticks by you. They stick by what you can offer. When I had to focus on myself, focus on my money, making fucking great money, making great moves, and setting up a foundation to even take off of the city into another playing field, into a bigger playing field with more players, more managers, more owners, more everything. When I had to focus on myself, that's when people are just, phone stops ringing. Phone stops ringing now. I'm doing better than I've been fucking when I first met you. What do you... If anything, you should be closer to me now. Just the way that I've thought that we would grow closer anyways. It seems like a conspiracy. I don't give a shit. Because I still run on the belief that, listen, I don't care if you boo me because I've seen who you cheer for in public. Okay? That's some Spicrates. That's more Spicrates for you. I don't care if you boo me behind my back because I've seen who you cheer for in public. And let me tell you, they ain't up to par. I ain't mentioning no motherfucking names. I ain't mentioning nothing. But these they know. I mean, they know. It's a laughing stock what's going on over here, kind of. With the exception of a few. But at the same time, I get it. I just don't fit in. And we all know this. But at the same time, I'm inevitable. I am inevitable. You know that. Y'all know that. There's too many me's for me not to hit it somewhere. I wish it was like my hometown a little more, but it will be once I make it somewhere else, apparently. And you know what's going to happen when I make it somewhere else? You know how I'm going to make it somewhere else? By always repping this. The real Miami. The real way that people should be over here. That's why I fucking love Billy Corbin so much. He is Miami to the core, but he's like the opposite of the main Miami demographic as far as the Cuban people, the Republican type of covert party leaning and all that. But here's the thing. We need both sides. Don't y'all get it? We need both sides because if not, the people who are on that side and pretend to be on that side in power would get away with a lot more than they get away with. Mind you, I like the way things are over here, but they need people like Billy Corbin to make sure that those motherfuckers up there who are hiding in that pool, who pretend to be men of the people, which they're not, they're men of themselves, he keeps them on their toes. You need both. I'm not your typical Miami demographic, but anywhere I go, you better believe that I rep hard as fuck and cultured as fuck, traveled as fuck, worldly as fuck, Hispanic as fuck, whenever I need to, which is just me. I don't even need to. I'm always me. If anybody could tell you anything about me, I never held my tongue. I always stand on what I fucking say. It's not always the right thing. I go overboard sometimes. I'm very passionate like that. But at the same time, I work with the negative. I fucking made the bed. I sleep in it. And then I wake up the next morning and fucking turn over that mattress again and fucking try to find another mattress that's more comfy or fucking just make it. That's it. Or go to another room with a bigger fucking mattress and bigger bed and just fuck on it. But I'm going to go over there a little more calm. Mean Dean is staying in Miami. Let me tell you. Unless, he visits. He has to visit sometimes over there. But I started to think, I mean, is it possible that people just hate on me from over here? But who in L.A. would listen to anyone from Miami as far as like comedy and as far as, oh, watch out for that guy, he's a reputation. No. Who? Reputation where? In Miami? Who gives a fuck? Just let your work ethic show. Let your work ethic speak for itself, and let the comedy take you where it's been taking you. Past a bunch of people. Funny wise, not really opportunity wise yet, because I haven't really like put myself out there as far as headshots and all that stuff, you know, because I want to be really ready. I want to be a real killer. I don't want to just jump into something and have fucking 10 shows at the Improv, you know, when I'm not ready. That's not doing me any favors. That's actually doing me a disservice. Anyways, this is supposed to be a fucking comedy podcast. You guys are so cool, man. Shout out to my brother, man. My brother Marlon listens to this shit. What up, Marlo? He's a great chef, great brother, great boyfriend. He's like the opposite of me, boy. He's everything great that's like good. I'm great in everything that's bad. You gotta do it, you know. His birthday's coming up. We're trying to do a trip somewhere nice, you know, because I remember, you know, we have two separate dads, so I remember like always going on vacation with my uncle on my dad's side, my grandfather's, and like going to Universal Studios and with my cousins, and it was the funnest thing. We would be hanging out in the room, and the kids would have their own room, and we'd play the games, watch Disney movies, sing along to them, you know. And always in the back of my mind, I would just think, man, I wish my brother was here. I wish my brother was related to us. So it always made me sad. So then the time that I finally convinced my mom to take us both to Universal Studios. I mean, by this time, I was like, I don't know, 14 or 13. My brother was already kind of like 8 or 9. By the time we ended up going to the fucking Universal Studio, this kid didn't want to ride any of the rides. He was scared to death. And I was like, come on. You know, I used to fucking just think about you every time I would ride the Hulk. I was like, damn, I wish Marlon was here. This kid would not ride the bro. He was so scared. I was like, come on, bro. So I just ended up getting annoyed that he didn't want to ride the rides. I was like, oh, man. But nowadays he rides, bro. Nowadays he's a rider, bro. You know, so I want to do a second childhood type of thing where we go to cool places as adults and fucking when it counts, you know, because there's a lot of, look, even those uncles and cousins I don't even talk to barely anymore. It's all about longevity. It's all about, you know, so that's why I love these family vacations more than anything. Fuck a friend vacation. Fuck a club pop bottles for your birthday with a bunch of motherfuckers who don't really give a fuck about you. Shout out to that too, I guess, right? But how many times do you do it? Every year for your birthday? Who are these people? What? This is if it's a thing within the itinerary of your birthday, fine. Oh, guys, we're going to Mexico, and then we're gonna go to fucking Cirque du Soleil, and then on my actual birthday, we're gonna pop bottles at this place right there on the resort, and then fucking okay, cool. People actually flying out to you, doing things, but just like, hey, what are you gonna do for your birthday? I don't know. We're gonna have a dinner at some expensive ass steak place for some reason, and then go out pop bottles that night, and then everyone home by fucking 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., whatever the fuck. And that's it. It's like, oh, isn't that what we did last year? Yeah, but it's a different club this time. Same bottles. Same sparklers, though. Same thoughts, bringing the sparklers in the bottles, though. But I have a sign with my name on it with a different number for my age. Oh, God. Family vacations is where it's at. So anyways, I'm already going past. I don't want to do this, even though I missed kind of a week. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, shout out to Marlon. Shout out to my cousin Aaron, who's one of the few that I still keep in contact. I always look out for him when I can, you know what I'm saying? And he's doing good. He's another cool dude giving me some fucking workout advice. Shit, I need to get that guy. I got to pay him to... Aaron, I got to pay you to fucking train me for real, bro. I mean, I like it. I do it, but I need somebody to really push, you know? Maybe we'll hang out a little more. And you can come to the family vacays. They're fun, man. There's nothing like old family vacays, you know? It's never too late have a family vacation and everyone plays their dynamic, the annoying little brother, you know, or the mean older brother. Even though we're in our 30s now or 20s, whatever, fuck, that dynamic never goes away. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a house together having fun and everyone's chilling and everyone's, having a good time, enjoying the moments in cool, special places for special events. It's important, bro. Anyways, shout out to you guys for listening. And just keep let me know which is the funniest parts of these podcasts so I can make clips out of them and get other people to listen. But the more when I go to New York, I'm gonna do these more. I'm gonna fucking really go hard with the writing. I'm gonna really go hard with the fucking headshots and me just like this is, the fucking blue steel poses. I'm gonna do some casting, some what do you call those auditions and shit. All that. I'm going in, baby. I'm gonna be La La Land as fuck, boy. Anyways, have a good week. Peace out, everybody. Love you guys. I'll see you next time. Mad at the World. Peace.